To be or not to be, that is the question. That is the question. Whether it is noble in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles and by opposing end them. To die, to sleep no more. And by a sleep, to say we end the heartache and 1,000 natural shocks that flesh is heir to. It is a consummation devoutly to be wished. To die, to sleep. To sleep. Perchance to dream, and there's the rub. For in that sleep of death what dreams may come when we have shuffled off this mortal coil must give us pause. There's the respect that makes calamity of so long good life. For who would bear the whips and scorns of time, the oppressor's wrong, the proud man's contumely, the pangs of despised love, the law's delay, the insolence of office, while the spurns that the patient merit of the unworth he takes, when he himself might his quietus make with a bare bodkin. Who would fardels bear to grunt and sweat under the strain of a weary life, but at the dread of something after death? The undiscovered country, from whose bourne no traveller returns, puzzles the will, and makes us rather bear those ills, than fly to others that we know not of. Thus conscience doth make cowards of us all. Thus the native view of resolution is sicklied over the pale cast of thought, and enterprises of great pitch and moment in this regard their currents turn awry and lose the name of action. But I prefer to do it in the Northern English. To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether it is noble in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, to take arms against a sea of troubles, and by opposing end them. To die, to sleep perchance to dream, and there's the rub. For in that sleep of death what dreams may come when we have shuffled off this mortal coil must give us pause. There's the respect that makes calamity of so long good life. Who would bear the whips and scorns of time, the oppressor's wrong, the proud man's contumely, the pangs of despised love, the law's delay, the insolence of office, why, the spurns that the patient merit of the unworth he takes, when he himself might his quietus make with a bare bodkin? Who would fardels bear to grunt and sweat under the strain of a weary life, but at the dread of something after death? The undiscovered country, from whose bourne no travel returns, puzzles the will, makes us rather bear those ills than fly to others that we know not of. Thus conscience doth make cowards of us all, and thus the native view of resolution is sicklied o'er with a pale cast of thought. In enterprises of great pitch and moment in this regard the currents turn awry and lose the name of action. That's better, you see.